today is that we want to talk about version control, Git basis, and everything you need to know about Git, the process called Git. You understand? So let me now tell you, I just want to give a scenario of how Git works, a literal scenario. So you have one line between A and B. You get it? A, B. You get it? So you need to move to C. Now you are making an update on you need to make an update on B before you move to C. You branch out of B to what is called B1, make your changes. When you are bringing it back, it's not coming back to B. It is going to create what is called C. Let me explain again. You are on A initially. You make a change on your file and you push. It has moved from A to B. Did you get that literal scenario? Now, you want to make somebody else now wants to make another change in that line. It's going to branch out from B to create what is called B1. Make his changes on B1 and push it back. So when he's pushing it back, it's going to create something called C. Mr. N now said that, oh, I want to make other changes on this thing. If he branch out from C to form what is called C1. After making these changes, he pushes it back to that line. It's now from what is called D. That is how the Git process kind of work. You understand? So you can be able to say, we use it to be able to manage repositories, use it to manage changes, knowing which changes were done, when were they done, and who approves the changes, and so on and so forth. So let me give you an instance. Let me show you something. Now we have made a lot of changes here. Can you guys? So within the last time, we have made it like 10 commits. Can you see it? Now let's click on 10 commits. So can you see that this thing is just like a line? Can you see it? This is the first commit when you have A. You make a push, it forms B. Do you see? So we added files. This is all files and so on. This is we now branch out from this to create a branch called test branch. Now you are merging our test branch back into our main branch. That's why we have this merge pull requests. And everything comes in with what? A commit message, a commit hash, and so on and so forth. So what was done at this time? For instance, I made a merge to the main branch at this time. I can click on it and say, okay, who did this? What changes did I make at that particular time? This is all the changes I made, and I pushed it into my main branch. So that is how the Git workflow works. So the next thing again, you see that I did a lot of commits. It was recording everything I do. Yeah. So for instance, I'm now giving an instance. If let's say one of you want to make a change now on this branch or on this repository of mine, all what you need to do is simple. You get it? You just come here, you clone my repository, branch out, create a new branch. Do you understand? You create a new branch now as your own branch, make your changes on your own branch, and now make a push or a pull request. So I mean a pull request into the main branch. Do you understand that whole process I just explained? Or should I recap?
Yeah, just recap again one more time, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm looking for another better scenario to explain it. Okay, so you are driving from Lagos to Ibadan. Please, do you understand? Just use a literal.
Okay.
Yeah, Lagos to Ibadan. Do all of you know Lagos Ibadan road?
I know it.
So Lagos to Ibadan is like a straight line.
True.
You
Yeah.
understand? Now, when you move from Lagos, like for instance, you are coming from Ogudu, when you move from that side, you get to Bega. You branch into Ojota and so on and so forth. Make your changes there. Maybe you want to change your tire and so on and so forth. You will come back to that line again because you know that the destination is still production. Do you understand? You still come back again. But when you are coming back, it will pick up the point at which you branch out. That's when you move out. But by the time you are coming back, you are going to make a pull request that, okay, I'm coming back to this line. No, accept me in this line. It's going to register what is called a commit message. You come in with a commit message. You see all this commit message. It will come in with something called a commit details like this. Like, okay, at this point in time, while I was going to Ibadan, this was the first time when I started the car going to Ibadan. The next thing I did again is I onboarded this person in the car. This is the time I onboarded this person. I added a new file. This is the person. Like I added a new passenger. I added another new passenger. This is passenger. Please, do you get it? Now I branch out to Mowe and maybe Beggar. I went to a community called Beggar and make some changes there. When I'm coming back to that road leading to Ibadan, it's going to register it again. I'm coming in afresh with new details because of this passenger has already changed his clothes from green to yellow. This other passenger have done something like there's a lot of things that have occurred when I branch out. This is the details of everything that occurred when I branch out. I added some things. First file, I added this in this one also, I added this in this one also. So I edited all the 3 files. When I'm coming back, it's going to pick up a new details. So this is the commit message. So when you are coming back, this is your message when you are coming back. I am coming back, for instance, a match pull request. This is the ID that says that, okay, this is what was done at a particular time. This person came back to the main road and continue on his way to Ibadan. Now, at this point again, I'm creating a conflict. I updated my branch, my another, what do I call? Yes, I updated this main branch at this point. It shows all the things I did to update my main branch. Now, I updated another thing again. I updated my test branch. Okay, my main branch. Here again, it shows it. I'm coming. Let me add a person. Okay. Has that person accepted? I thought someone wants to join in.
Yeah,
I've added
the person.
I've added him.
I've admitted the person. Yeah.
So I made a change here. Also, next thing at this point, I make a match from my test branch into my main branch. This is what happened. Everything that happened during my match process. It gives me details of it. Now, the next thing again, we have match pull request, blah, blah, blah. And we have create a sample file. So this is for my main branch. For my test branch also, I can see all the things I did in my test branch. Can you see it? This is for my test branch also. So let's now start afresh. I'm making a cloning this repo, for instance. Simple, go to your code, click on this, copy the URL. It's just simple. So on your VS Code or any terminal that you're using, all what you need to do is just type git clone. Let me show my, hold on please, let me show my VS Code. Okay, can you see my screen now? I'm going to close this folder. I'll close this folder so we can start it afresh. Count this. I'm trying to delete this here. So let me do this one. I think I'm going to okay. So I want to clone that folder. I've already copied the URL. So you have two options. Can you hear me? I want to show you the two options to clone a folder. You can use the UI method in the VS Code. Just go to clone Git repository, put in the URL, and press enter. It's going to clone it. It's just going to tell you, okay, where do you want to save it? You understand? I want to save that folder here. For instance, I want to save it here, and so on and so forth. And that's all. You get what I'm saying? Do you get it? So that is the first method. The second method is just saying, okay, let me use my CLI. That is my command line interface. Let's go to Git Bash. So I prefer using Git Bash kind of, so it's my own personal beef. So let me see the documents. So I'm going directly to that folder, ls. Okay. Git clone that URL. Can you see it? And press enter. So I'm showing you the two methods to clone a repository. Now I can now say, oh yeah, open folder. Let's go to that folder. Okay, this is the folder. Select folder. Okay. Can you see it? I've been able to clone the repository. Can you see it? Okay. So these are the, please note, why I prefer using VS Code is this is my own personal beef, kind of, VS Code and Git Bash. I mean, you see, when I click on Git Bash, I kind of get the branch I'm working on here, this side. Can you see it? So that's my own reason for using Git Bash. So I don't need to be checking anywhere. While I'm working, I know, okay, I'm in main branch. While I'm doing this, I know the branch where I am, and it makes it easier for me. You understand? So just get a method that makes it easier for you to know your branch and what you are doing on that branch. So it makes it easier for you to be able to navigate around the whole system. So now let's make a update. I'm working on a main branch, for instance. When you click on Git branch, according to what Benga said before, you're going to see that it's going to show you your main branch alone. Benga, do you get it? Hello?
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
You get it? So it shows you
Yeah.
only the main branch. The reason why it showed you only main branch is because of what I explained initially. Locally, it's only your main branch that has been worked on. Now, if you now say, okay, I have other branches online in my repository, I want to switch to them. Just git switch to the branch that we have is called test branch. Now it has switched to my test branch. Can you see it? Now, for instance, I want to check out from my test branch to create test two branch. You understand? Like another, let me just call it another branch. I just have to just write this command, git checkout -d and the name of that branch. Do you see it? I will just call this branch another branch. and it has switched to another branch. Please, do you get to this extent? Now, so when you create a new branch, what it does, it picks, you are creating a new branch out of an existing branch. So it picks all the files in that existing branch into that new branch. Please, do you get that concept? So I am checking out from B to create a new branch. That new branch will be B1 branch. B1 will have everything that is in B branch when I'm creating B1 branch. That's the first thing to note. Now I can now say, okay, I want to now push, I want to get changes that are done in other branches into my B1 branch or another branch. For here, we are using another branch. Clear. So I don't want us to mix things together. So clear. I want to pull all the changes in my main branch into my another branch. This is how you do it. Git pull origin. I want to pull everything that's in my main branch into this another branch. Git pull origin to the what? Main branch. That the branch of the name of our main branch is called main. So pull. Now you can see that my another branch is having the files that are in my main branch, but those files are not in my test branch. Now let me show you. Just look at this thing or place. Git switch to my test branch. So you understand what I'm saying. Please just note the files are here. You see all these files are here. Just note the files are there. Now I'm switching to my test branch. These are the files are not here. Are you following? Please, are you guys following?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so in my test branch, you have things are not in my main that my test branch is lower, meaning that it's not having the updated things in my main branch and so on and so forth. So let's go back to our another branch. Git switch another branch. Another branch. Okay, in my another branch, I want to create a new file called test string. You have test2, and I will create test string. Test string should be a Python file. Just write something called adding Python file to my. Please note, we are working on another branch. Please note. I now want to update something in this existing branch. For instance, my test branch, I want to update this SAT222. I want to change it to SAT another. I test your JSON file. I want to change this one from 8 to 10. Can you see it? Maybe I've already made a change. Blah, 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 blah. There. You understand? Okay, we follow the process to push it to the GitHub repository. Git add git commit a message adding files to another branch. And this is now git. When I do git push for the very first time, I am making a push to another branch. It's going to throw an error because of this another branch is recognized locally, but it's not yet online in my repository. Please, do you get it? this another branch is locally on my system, it is recognized. But on my repository up there in GitHub, there's nothing called another branch. So I'm making a push for the first time. It's just simple, just make a git push. It's going to tell you what to do. So now I'll just copy this, make it easier for you. Git push setup string, the origin is another branch. I'll paste it. I'll push to my another branch. Okay, let me now share my show you my GitHub repository. Okay, so I have created another branch. It's telling me that I've already updated my another branch, blah, 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 blah. You can see it. When you get to my branches, I need to refresh this thing so I can see the branches correctly. In my branches, you can see I have main branch, another branch, and test branch. Now I want to make a pull request from this another branch to my main branch. Just follow this, compare and make a pull request. Creating UTL. Look at this. It's coming from another branch into my main branch. Can you see it? So create your pull request. Now it has checked everything, what needs to be checked. Is there any match conflicts? Is there any blah, 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 and so on and so forth. And now I'm merging my code from my another branch to my main branch. Merge my confirm match, just put anything. Match. Sorry, please. Match. Confirm match. So my code has been merged. Can you see it? Okay. So when you get to my main branch, let's go to my main branch. You can see the Python file test3 that wasn't existing before is now existing. Test3. I updated something in my YAML file again. I changed it from SAT 222 to SAT another, and also my test.json, I changed this from 8 to 10. Can you see the process? So this is the normal pull request processes. Now, what we want to do next is now creating a conflict. Creating a conflict. A conflict occurs in a process whereby you move from A to B, for instance. Okay. When you are moving from A to B, someone has branched out from A and formed A1. Get it? And that person is working on A1 branch. While that person is working on A1 branch, somebody now branched out again from A, now creates A7 branch. So before that person that is working on A1 branch is done, the person in A2 has already updated the code. The person that is in A7, has updated the code and pushed back. So A has already moved from A to B. Please, do you get that concept? Let me rephrase again. We are moving from A. When guy wants to make a code change, he made a pull request from A. He made a new branch. Sorry, he made a new branch. That branch is called A1. Olasumbo at the other end now came later, created a new branch out of A and called that thing A2 or A3 branch, any one of it. So Olasumbo now updated our code faster than Benga did. And she made a PR back to form what is called B branch. Do you understand? She made a PR and push it back. So by the time Benga is now making his own pull request back, you know that code has already shifted from A to B. Please, are you following? So Benga is going to have a little of conflicts because of some of the files he's working on. Olasumbo has already updated those files. So what did she do? What does he need to do? He needs to resolve the conflicts. Because of Benga will be bringing some new changes that are already done by Olasumbo. So he's now going to resolve those conflicts. So do I need to do this? Do I need to accept incoming changes or update or accept existing changes and so on and so forth? So I'm going to show you a scenario on resolving of conflicts now. So we have 3 branches here. So we are going to be working on 2 branches. Yeah. Please just follow me. We are going to be working on 2 branches. Yeah. Mainly, we are going to be working on this main branch and test branch. You understand? So what we want to do now, we will create a conflict. We create a conflict and we are going to resolve that conflict. So this is the conflict we want to create. So let's go to our main branch. Can you see my screen now on the VS Code?
Yeah, yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. So presently we are still on another branch. Let's go to our main branch. Git switch to main branch. Please note, main branch locally is different from main branch in my repo. Main branch in my repo has been updated from 8 to 10, but on my local system, main branch is still having 8. Can you see it? Did you get what I just explained, or should I recap?
I don't get it too. Please recap.
Okay. So on my repository, my main branch is already updated. I've made a pull request. I updated it on my main branch in my repository from 8. Okay, let me just instead of sharing this way. Okay, let me just share the whole screen so we can get that one. Okay, good. You can see this repository now, right?
Yes.
This is my main branch locally. Locally, this is my main branch. You understand? This is my main branch locally. You see that in test.2 in my main branch locally, the value is 8, right?
Yeah.
On my repo, my main branch, test.2, the value is what? The value is 10. In my main branch locally, this test.yaml file, it is still start 22222. In my main branch on GitHub, it is showing start another. In my main branch on my repo, there is test.3.python file. You can see it. But in my main branch locally, you can't find that file. This is it. So it's very easy. Before you work on a branch that you left before, just type git pull, update the branch before you work on any branch. Please, do you get it?
Yeah.
Before you work on any branch locally, just do git pull, update that branch on your system. Irrespective of the case, update that what? Branch. You get that concept. So git pull has already updated it now. Test.yaml file is now start another. Test.json file is already 10, and you have my Python file and so on and so forth. Now, it means that my main branch locally is now updated with what is on my main branch in my GitHub repository. Can you see it? Now, let's now create a match conflict. On this file, in my main branch, main file, main branch, I want to update something else. Secret of provider class and so on and so forth. I will change this certificate, this name here, line 4. I'm going to change secret provider. I will change this to secret owner. Test.json file. Where is John? Yeah. Where I put in John, yeah, I will now change it from John. I'll change it from John to Benga. Here we put the age of 13. We put the age of 10. Where you have a student first, I'll put it to true. You understand? I've updated this file. Everything I've done is in my main branch. Please note my main branch. I'll now push it to my repository on GitHub. Git add, git commit, updated my main branch. And git pull. No, git push. I've already updated my main branch. Can you see it? Now, I want to now go to my test branch. Git switch to my test branch. Sorry, test branch. Now, in my test branch, I want to make this test.json. Instead of John, I'm not going to use this one as Olasumbo. The age, I'll put 15 now. Student, I'll leave it as false. The car, I'll leave it as 8. In my test.yaml file, secret provider, I'll now call it secret giver. Now, update my branch here, git add, git commit, updating my, oh, sorry. Updating my test branch. Can you see it? So let me go back to my GitHub repository. I have updated my main branch. I've updated my main branch. This is my main branch. Owner. This one, of course, is Benga 10, true, and 10. You get it? Now, let me switch back to my other branches. That's my test branch. My test branch, I made this secret giver. The next one, we called it Olasumbo, false, and so on and so forth. The values are different. Now, I need to create a pull request. I'm making a pull request from my test branch into my main branch. compare, compare and pull request. Any one of it, still the same. Create a pull request. Now, the pull request is I want to update my main branch. Because I'm making a pull request from my main branch, from my test branch, to my main branch. My main branch from my test branch. I see it. Create a pull request. Now, in the process of doing my pull request, I have conflicts. You understand? It's telling me that there are some things that have occurred. My main branch is having some different values, and my test branch is having different values, and so on and so forth. Now, how do we do it? Resolve these conflicts. Now, for my test.yaml file, it's telling me, do I want to accept the changes that is coming from my test branch into my main branch? That is accept incoming change. Do I want to accept the current change that is on my main branch, or do I want to accept both changes? You see these three options? Please note them. Accept your current changes that's in my main branch. Because of the pull request is coming from my test branch into my main branch. Do you understand? Accept current changes, meaning that accept the change that's on my main branch. You can see it. Accept change that's in my main branch. I'm coming. I'm making change. Oh, no. I think I made a mistake. Coming to main from test branch. Okay, it's correct. Accept changes that's coming to my main branch, or accept the change in my test branch, or accept both changes. Now I want, or at this test.yaml file, I want to accept the change that is in my works in my main branch. I'm going to accept incoming change. No, sorry. Accept the current change. No, sorry. Resolve next incoming change. Resolve conflict. There's not the accept incoming change. I want to accept the one that is in my main branch presently. That is accept incoming change. Now for my do I mark this one? Okay, mark it as resolved. Sorry. Mark as resolved. Now the next one is this one. Do I want to accept the changes that's in my main branch initially, or do I want to accept the changes that's coming from my test branch? I want to accept the changes that's coming from my test branch. I'll click on this. Resolve, mark as resolved. Do you understand? Commit match. Now I've resolved my match conflict. You can see it has scanned it, no conflicts, and so on and so forth. Next thing it does, merge my pull request, updating my main branch, and so on and so forth. Meaning that in my main branch, I'm now having updated files from my test branch. In this part of it, I accepted the changes that's coming from my test branch. In this part of it, I accepted, I used the changes that's presently in my main branch. Can you see how I resolved this conflict? Guys, do you get it? Hello, if you are muted.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the main thing about conflict resolution and so on and so forth. So what I will advise is that before our assignment of this week, please watch this video again. I'm going to post it. Watch it again. See how you are going to update. What do I call it? Create a conflict for yourself. Resolve the conflict. You can create multiple conflicts. Resolve it. You understand? Know how to resolve conflicts. So I've already showed how to make a pull request, resolve conflicts, and so on and so forth. So we end it here before we move to GitHub workflows. Because I know that if I add the GitHub workflows now, to become an information overload. Are you good on this now?
Okay, yeah. So for me, somehow I think network pushed me out of the meeting, but I'll follow up with you. Vigorous
Okay.
and but yeah, and yeah.
Okay, good. And